This video is designed for parents of students in Year 8 and includes information about the curriculum and assessment that Year 8 will have in the academic year 2025 and 2026. It also includes an update from the Key Stage 3 leads in English, Maths and Science. It's been delivered by Adam Besant, the Assistant Principal responsible for Year 7 and 8 raising standards. The first thing I'd like to draw your attention to are where you can support your child with their learning this academic year. All students in Year 8 are equipped with a knowledge organiser. These set out the most useful and important and powerful knowledge on a topic on a single page. These are kept in a booklet which has been issued to the students, and it's broken down by subject. In those pages, they have all the key material that they will need to recall for the entire school year. Examples of what a knowledge organiser contains could be the key terminology, descriptions of key concepts or explanations, and examples and case studies. One of the uses of the knowledge organiser is for self-quizzing, what we refer to as look, cover, write, check. This can be a useful way to support your child in their revision and the learning of that new material. The principles of look, cover, write, check is that a student uses their knowledge organiser to look over some area of their notes. They then cover those notes over, and once it's been covered over, they write out what they can from memory. They then uncover those notes and check, and more importantly, correct anything they got incorrect. Once they have done this, they can repeat the process or move on to another topic. Here are some examples of self-quizzing that has been done well. You can see here the student has used their knowledge organiser to check some key terms, on this case in geography, has then written those things out and then used green pen to correct. We have another example here of some self-quizzing using look, cover, write, check and history. And again, you can see the answers have been written out and then green penned. What follows now is a brief description of the curriculum and the assessments in English, Maths and Science.
Hi there, my name is Miss Leachman and I'm the Key Stage 3 Coordinator for Maths. At Glenmore and Winton, we use the United Learning Scheme of Work. More information on that will be in the next slide. Students are assessed at the end of every topic using a low stakes KPI, or Key Performance Indicator. This just tells us exactly what they understand and identifies any areas of weakness that we can address in future lessons. Homework will continue to be set on Sparks weekly, with tasks being a mixture of new material and previously learnt topics from Year 7 and 8. If they need any support with this, there is the Maths Homework Club after school on a Thursday in ULC, or Friday lunchtimes in Winton Upper 11. Both of these sessions will have maths specialists present. If there are ever any topics that students identify that they need to practice in their own time, then they can use the Independent Learning tab on Sparks and search for each topic. Here is an overview for the Year 8 curriculum. As you can see, there is a lot of topics that build on their prior knowledge that they learnt in Year 7, such as the rounding and fractions modules. However, we will introduce new topics, as you can see, such as ratio and 3D visualization.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Nixon. I'm Key Stage Lead for Science. As you can see, Year 8 will complete the following topics. At regular points during the topics, students will complete small in-class assessments called Key Performance Indicators, or KPIs. The sole purpose of these assessments are to inform the teacher of what to review during their revision lessons. Students will also be set weekly homework from Seneca and look, cover, write, check tasks. On the screen, you can see some helpful resources for science. First, there's BBC Bitesize for Key Stage 3. Here you can find key facts. The website also has videos and quizzes that students can use. Next, there is the Knowledge Organiser, which can be used for look, cover, write, check and self-quizzing. There are also Key Stage 3 revision books that can be bought. There are no specific course revision books, but CPG and others can be used. If a student has missed a lesson or would like to revise a lesson covered in class that they'd like to try again, they can access this via Continuity Oak online.
Homework in Year 8 will follow this timetable, which can also be found in the student journals. It clearly sets out which days homework will be set and for which subjects, a recommended day for completion, and the date that it is due. All homework should be either set on the Satchel One or Show My Homework platform, but may also appear on other platforms such as Sparks. If you have any questions regarding homework, I would encourage you in the first instance to contact the class teacher. I'm now going to speak about the assessments that your son or daughter will undertake in Year 8. The main method of assessment that will be conducted on a whole school level is rank order assessment. Students will sit 2 rounds of this type of assessment in Year 8. From each round of assessment, students will be ranked in their individual subjects. This is then used to provide an average of an overall ranking. Some subjects, though, carry an individual weighting, with subjects like English and Maths carrying a greater weighting due to the amount of curriculum time they have. Students are then streamed according to this overall ranking. They will be in the same stream for all of their subjects, apart from PE and modern foreign languages, which will be set separately. On the back of this information, interventions will be planned and put in place when necessary. The 2 rounds of rank or assessment will follow the same pattern. Before the ROAs, students will be given an information pack which will contain their timetable, as well as guidance on the topics to revise for each subject. During the ROA period, when the students are completing their assessments, homework and classwork will normally be tailored towards preparing for those assessments. Most students will sit their core exams in a hall where possible. However, some assessments will take place in classrooms. If students are entitled to exam access arrangements, these will be given to them. After the ROAs have been completed, a report will then be given to all students, which will share their ranking in each subject as well as their overall rank and their new class. This report is only for the students and it is not made public. Students will then receive a new timetable and enter their new stream after the February half term and again in Year 9 after the second round of ROAs. Alongside the report with the ROA scores and ranks, there will also be a column which talks about the values. These demonstrate the attitudes and behaviours that students demonstrate in the lesson and can range from excellent down to inadequate. The key dates then for Year 8 assessment are as follows. The first round of assessment will be taking place between the 12th and the 19th of January. A report will then be issued on the 12th of February. New classes will then go live from the 23rd of February 2026. There will be a Year 8 Parents' Evening in April 2026, and the final round of ROAs in Year 8 will take place between the 11th to the 18th of May. And this will result in a report being issued the week commencing the 29th of June. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact myself, Adam Besant, the Assistant Principal in charge of Year 7 and 8 Raising Standards, or alternatively, Ms. Bullock, the Head of Year 8. Our email addresses can be found there on the slide. Thank you for your time.